A grace period is a period of time between the due date of a payment and when the payment is considered late. During this time, borrowers are not charged late fees or penalties for missing a payment. Grace periods are common with credit cards, student loans, and other types of loans. Understanding how grace periods work and their impact on borrowing is essential for responsible financial management. What is a grace period? A grace period is a period of time between the due date of a payment and when the payment is considered late. During this time, borrowers are not charged late fees or penalties for missing a payment. Grace periods are commonly used for credit cards, student loans, and other types of loans. For example, a credit card may have a grace period of 21 days between the end of the billing cycle and the due date of the payment. During this time, the borrower can make the payment without incurring any late fees or penalties. Why is a grace period important? Grace periods are important because they provide borrowers with a window of time to make their payments without incurring late fees or penalties. This can be helpful for borrowers who may have difficulty making payments on time due to unexpected expenses or financial difficulties. Additionally, grace periods can help borrowers avoid damage to their credit scores, as late payments can have a negative impact on credit. Grace periods can have a significant impact on borrowing, as they can affect the amount of interest charged and the overall cost of borrowing. For example, if a borrower has a credit card balance of $1,000 with an interest rate of 18%, and they make a payment of $900 during the grace period, they will only be charged interest on the remaining $100. This can help to reduce the overall cost of borrowing. Additionally, grace periods can provide borrowers with more flexibility in managing their finances. If a borrower has unexpected expenses or income fluctuations, they may be able to take advantage of the grace period to make their payments without incurring late fees or penalties. Managing grace periods is essential for responsible financial management. Here are some tips on how to manage grace periods. Understand the terms. Before borrowing, borrowers should understand the terms of the loan or credit agreement, including the length of the grace period, any fees or penalties for late payments. Make payments on time. To avoid late fees or penalties, borrowers should make their payments on time, or as soon as possible during the grace period. Budget wisely. Borrowers should budget wisely to ensure they can make their payments on time and avoid late fees or penalties. This may include setting up automatic payments or reminders, and avoiding unnecessary expenses. Use grace periods wisely. Borrowers should use grace periods wisely to manage unexpected expenses or income fluctuations, and to reduce the overall cost of borrowing. Communicate with lenders. If a borrower is having difficulty making payments, they should communicate with their lenders to discuss payment options and avoid late fees or penalties. A grace period is a period of time between the due date of a payment and when the payment is considered late. Grace periods can provide borrowers with a window of time to make their payments without incurring late fees or penalties, and can help to reduce the overall cost of borrowing. Managing grace periods requires responsible financial management, including understanding the terms of the loan or credit agreement. Making payments on time, budgeting wisely, using grace periods wisely, and communicating with lenders if necessary. By effectively managing grace periods, borrowers can improve their financial stability and success.